ab is 1 to 3, they should have like a lot of abs.
Look, I pull up a reference of a stupid Doge meme, I draw what I see. And he
Not
had a
acceptable.
lot of abs.
You need to properly research humanoid dog anatomy, man.
Oh, I try to make money making pictures on the internet. I've seen enough.
Good point. You would know.
It's, ooh boy. I try to pretend I have standards too.
Standard schmanders. Money is money.
$20 is $20.
What's up, Dylan? What's up, Luigi?
Hello.
Yo.
Hey, Luigi, I forgot to add you again to the link shell, so I put up a party finder. Password 9999. I will remember this time.
Stream is up and going. It's okay, we already embarrassed ourselves talking about dog nipples at the beginning. We can say pretty much whatever we want. So you invited me to the party, but the party was immediately canceled?
Oh. Okay, I'll try it again.
It shouldn't be auto-declining anything.
Party, there's already a class show. No, that's not what I want to do. It doesn't have the option to invite you anymore.
What happened?
Maybe it's because I have party finder?
Is it? Did you put the party finder up like immediately?
No.
Could not retrieve party recruitment information. Oh well, now I'm here.
Well, you just joined, so I don't know.
Well, he sent me an invite.
Okay.
I don't know how the system works, man.
I don't know.
All right. Pretty set.
My system still shows Lena as a white mage. I could switch to dancer if you really want to take over my position.
Oh, whoops.
We should.
I didn't even realize.
It's fine. We'll
My
just really heal. Well, it's basically a DPS.
Yeah,
Yeah, white mage, dancer, DPS are more or less the same, right?
basically.
Time to enter with my mommy outfit. They won't notice anyway. Nobody notices when I pick new outfits.
I had to look it up just to be sure. But I remember the only thing I've heard about this one, other than the research I did just now, is that Zeno detests it. He did a tier list, and he made his own tier for this called "What the Fuck." Apparently, it's just people hate it. I don't know why yet, but
If we hate it enough, maybe we'll have to go back to 8.
I think it's because there's so much DPS downtime for melee.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Here's
There's a lot of
we're gonna
mechanics
see
that
the
like
best dog.
push you away from the boss.
Here's best boy.
I'm not here for uptime. I'm just here to give trick attacks.
Wins trick.
So this all took place 100 years ago.
What a cute doggo.
What does it have
He's
to
so
do with
sweet.
Gaia?
he does have a lot of mouths, doesn't he?
What a good boy.
Oh, he does. Family breed.
Alright, before we get started, the first thing we need to do is clocks. There's several mechanics that require clocks in this one. I believe that the thing I've seen online is tanks north-south and healers east-west. No, DPS and cardinals. I don't know that any other pairs really matter at this point, so grab a clock position.
Can I stay towards the back this time? Like, we don't want to put Koa in front, though.
Oh, am I in
Yes.
front right now? Oh, I am.
You would be.
No, I think we want. I think it was the tanks north-south, and healers east-west, and then all DPS on intercardinals.
Yeah.
Enters.
It's just because last time I had to run really far to get to my clock spot. I don't know how quickly we need these.
I think it's like the 4th or 5th mechanic.
If it's not going to interfere with my opener, then I don't care.
So then I guess Wa is in the south.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's
Just look
not
at my-
south.
Your other side.
So it goes raid wide, followed by the shadow, like front or back thing, followed by a point blank, followed by left right thing, followed by tank buster stuff, and then cleave. So we have like a solid 30 to 40 seconds at least before the clock positions.
Okay.
I think that's all the prep we need to do, other than I guess place markers. I understand marker positions aren't super important for this fight, so I guess I'll just do one there. If anyone has better ideas for where these should be, let me know.
I know very little about the fight, but like maybe where the towers spawn. But yeah, that's just like an initial guess of mine.
Like I know vaguely where they are, but I'm not like super precise on the precise location. So maybe I'll change these between pulls.
We have to do something with our shadows during the crazy tower phase.
Yeah, that was the one thing I didn't understand is how to bait them. Do you just look
So they
away?
They spawn directly behind you.
Oh, okay.
They're the full nothing personal kid meme. So you just like face away from the tower, and they will spawn directly in the tower.
Gotcha. And then we just ignore
What's
them?
this, Greg?
Yeah, pretty much. You just need to get away from them before they cleave.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so I say we just pull, unless there's
I love it.
people want to talk about this at all.
This is great. Thank you, Greg.
Let's die.
Oh, food.
Two.
Oh yeah, I'm hungry.
Apparently I don't get to eat chicken anymore. Apparently I need to start eating fettuccine. But I'll worry about that later.
That honestly sounds better, but you know.
Hi, man. Well, I guess you could have chicken fettuccine Alfredo in this case. Which I think it is chicken fettuccine Alfredo. Fuck yeah, dude.
I'm confident. Potions.
Go you.
Okay, so the first thing is going to be a raid wide. We'll try mitigating it. I don't really know how damaging it is. So the next mechanic is going to be the front
Doesn't
back
hurt.
shadow thing. So it's going to be front. Next, I believe, is the... Oh, out.
Out!
I was barely out. It was
So that is right.
Oh, look at all those damage downs.
Okay, this is the tank that needs to be tank swapped.
Okay. Look at me doing no DPS. 'cause
okay, so it's 2 hits. We each
Okay,
get 2
this
hits, is that-
stack behind, stack behind, stack behind.
Oh,
Apparently we did not tank swap.
oh, that's the tank. Oh, I'm confused.
Clock position. And you need to be pretty far out, I believe. Okay, eyeball your numbers, and then we are stacking.
So
okay,
don't stand near it, it will kill you.
Alright, we just die.
Oh, so for clock positions, we get out far so that the shadows spawn
Yeah,
near the edge and not where we're going to be stacking.
precisely.
Got it.
Anything we need to talk about or questions about what we've seen so far?
Yeah, so the tank swap. There's that 4 hit, and there's something big that hits. Where do I taunt at?
I'm not certain.
I watched Miztech, and she worded it so that the main tank takes 4 big slashes, pops some sort of mitigation, and then the second one is a big either beam attack, and so we all stand behind him, or the whoever the off tank taunts, it has to stack with the group. It sort of alternates between those two, I think.
Yeah. So what I don't know when you taunt. I know that you want that one person gets 4 hits, and then the 5th mechanic, either the beam or the stack, needs to be targeting the off tank. So either you taunt during the cast, or you taunt like when the 4th hit is coming out. I'm not really sure.
So I taunted 3 hits in. He hit 3 times. I taunted, and I get hit with the 4th. So I think after the 4th hit, then I taunt.
Yes, because it'll also put in addition to increasing slashing damage, it also increases magic damage. So you can't have any of those if you're doing the second part.
Alright, and do I just look at the boss to try to figure out if I need to stack or shred?
We're gonna have
It
a good
is
time
on the
with
cast,
this
I think.
one.
Yeah, that's fine.
So much
Right,
fun.
so either
The letter D means stack. The first letter of the cast bar is D. Then you stack. The other one starts with an S, and that is a line. That's how I'm remembering it.
Alright, so if it's the line, I'll just go to the side then?
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to hit anyone else.
Alright.
If it has edge, that's when it's a line, and if it's unleashed, that's when you have to share with us.
Oh, okay. Like Dark Knight abilities. Makes sense.
I'm gonna
Uh-huh.
keep this.
Did you still have the debuff, so you're not going to be a part of the
Spawning
share?
orbs.
Yeah, the main tank will, whoever tanked the slashes will not be part of the stack.
Does everyone understand? Whatever. I think we should just go. Unless anyone has any other questions, we can cancel. For science, I'm gonna see how close I can get.
That's an important thing to learn.
Okay. it's
That
right here.
many.
Sorry, folks.
We were...
Don't worry about the bad pull. Okay, so this is a raid wide. We're pulling now, guys.
Go to shadow side,
Yeah, front.
point blank.
Out.
Followed a lot earlier.
Go left.
I am gonna have an awful time in this fight.
Tank time.
I haven't gotten to do anything until now.
Alright, so I taunt now, I guess?
Line.
Yep, it's gonna be a line.
Get ready for clocks, everybody. Clocks and out.
I got scared. Wait. Oh, damn, that takes a
Go
while.
in. Okay, stack. Keep track of your numbers. So 1's out. 2's out. 3's out.
I'd like to know how I died so quickly.
Okay, so let's go ahead and die, and let's talk about the mechanic. So, for that mechanic, we will start by spreading out to our cardinal positions, our clock positions, at the very edge of the room. When you are at the edge of the room, after the cleaves go out, you will spawn a shadow directly behind you that, if you do not move away from immediately, will cleave and instantly kill you. So you will get your clock positions, a shadow will spawn, and you will immediately run to the middle of the room. After that, you need to turn around and look at the shadow that you are tethered to. It will have one of 4 things above its head: nothing, a 1, a 2, or a 3. We're going to have to stack for 3 hits, kind of like an Ankh-Morn, and you have to not be in the one that has your number. So the people with the 1s need to not be in the first soak, but be in the second and the third. The people with 2s need to be in the first soak, move out for the second soak, move back in for the third. The people that are tethered to a 3 need to be in for the first and second soak, and out for the third soak. And the people with no numbers, they can just sit there. They're in all 3 soaks. Did that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought I had a 3. I guess I must have had a different number.
Alright, a couple tank questions. well, one, a statement. I started to see why people dislike this fight. Two, it looked like you kept the slashing debuff, the slashing damage debuff. Was the boss hitting you really hard?
I don't think so. I think it's because after that,
Are we even
it
gonna
starts
get
doing all the
to
mechanics of the
Pittsburgh?
cast mechanics, so
Bitch
it
pug.
wasn't really meleeing me at all.
Okay, so just making sure that it's fine for you to just taunt right back. Because it looks like I did
I'm
not
in
mitigate when I
danger.
ran this fight. I was just making sure I provoked and tried to see what worked. But it hit me
Yeah,
really
yeah.
hard, so as long as you taunt really quickly, I think I'll be fine.
Well, that's another reason because you were at like 10%. You were
Yeah.
about to die, so.
It looks like also immediately after the tank mechanic, you don't have to move to the edge of the room for the clock positions until you actually see the cast bar, because we moved super early and we were all just kind of sitting
Oh,
there being
yeah.
bored.
Yeah.
I believe the cast is called Shadow Cleave.
Okay.
And the guide I'm reading says Protean waves will spawn shadow behind your character. Make sure you face the boss because the shadow will face directly opposite of you and will do a small cleave.
Do you mind if I put a marker over your head, Greg, because you're really fast at understanding safe spots?
Yes. I mean, no, I don't mind.
Okay. All right. Let's pull.
That was too early. That's okay. I don't need that anyway, because we're gonna. I mean, we're gonna clear. With my luck, that is when we would clear.
This is mitigation.
It's magic. Oops, did that wrong too.
Probably over mitigating that. I will probably not use it next time.
Go opposite shadow. Point blank. Go right of shadow.
This is tank stuff.
I have to move so much, and I hate this.
Stack.
Back up.
No, don't stack here.
Yes, stack.
Oh, it is? Okay. Yeah, you're right, you're right.
It's a very big stack, at least.
Okay, get ready for clock so you can move once you see the cast. Go. Honestly, you could probably be going at like the third or halfway through mark. Okay, move in.
What?
Identify the number over your dude's head.
Shadow.
One's out. Two's out. Three's out.
Okay.
Move out.
Which probably cleaves frequently,
Okay.
because I think you just cleave me when I'm
Number
doing
of smash. No, that's just a buster.
This is another
Ooh,
tank, by the way.
that is a spicy buster. What
Stack up.
bastards.
I have a debuff. I'm gonna die.
Yeah. I'll try and hard raise now.
Wait, what? Oh no.
Okay, as a reminder, this is the thing where 4 of you guys have, yeah, so it's the left side. So move in the middle of a hitbox if you don't have mid.
So I think we have to like form a square that's safe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so it's gonna be the left. You said left side of that shadow, or is it?
It's
Your
the
left.
left side of the shadow.
Okay.
Left side of the shadow.
There you go.
We worked.
left side of the shadow if you're facing away from it, as if it was your shadow.
Ian?
Oh yeah.
See, we're gonna clear it. Oh, here's the orbs.
Okay, Umbra Orbs we have not talked about at all, so... tanks get purple, the rest of us stack at orange, and we die.
You die. Koa live.
Let's go, Reno.
Okay, so this is the one where you eyeball the tethered one, and you track it the whole way. After it jumps 5 times, you move to its wall. So it would be A, and you run to A, and then we would also be needing to soak orbs, but there's not enough of us, so we just die.
So you run to the wall and then soak orbs?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
The way it'll work is you run to the wall, and basically they will be, if A was the safe wall, that northern wall, they will basically shoot in a north-south line. So we just stack in basically a lane from the orbs. Okay.
And
Go on.
and you should probably keep the boss after the tank buster, because you're gonna get the tank buster and you'll have to use your cooldown. Just because it does so much damage. I think you have to do like your immunity cooldown. But yeah, that's all I had.
So I was trying to watch a video on the tank so I'd make sure we're doing it right, because that seemed... For that second one, did everything... I just weren't ready for it, I guess? It seems like you're dying to it. I don't know, I was watching a video, sorry, I didn't know you were talking.
It does a lot of damage, so that's why I was using my immunity, because it's 4 hits. And we can't share, we can't really share 4 hits. I guess I can, if you can take 2, I take 2, and whoever has the magic debuff or doesn't have it, takes the next hit. But I think it's easier just for us to swap and use our immunity.
Yeah, like, just to make sure that, whoever takes the 4 hits has their immunity up. Is that it?
Yep.
Yeah.
And you just keep the boss. You just keep the boss after.
Yeah. I don't know if we'll have it up every time. Maybe we will. It's worth a shot.
Mine will probably be up, not yours.
Okay, well, yeah, we'll give it a shot.
Or mine may be up.
Do we
Which
want
one?
to talk about orbs, or do we want to clean up what we've seen so far?
So, for the shadows, we have to stare at them, right? Is that what you said?
No, sorry, that was poor wording on my part. They are not a gaze mechanic. You have to have your camera on them because they will spawn a number over their head. You just need to be able to identify the number. Apologies for the poor wording.
Okay, I was sitting there just staring at it like, man, that can't hit the boss at all. Okay.
I'm kind of confused. When I moved out, I think I had 3, so I moved out for the last hit, but I believe it was my shadow that cleaved me. So is there a cleave? Did I spawn the shadow too close, or did I move too far out? I'm trying to figure out.
So you will spawn a total of 2 shadows during that mechanic. The first one is after the cleaves go out in our clock positions when we're at the edge of the room. We immediately run in because they will immediately do a frontal cleave in front of them. It's a short range one. And then after the 3 soaks have gone off, the 3 party stacks where we have to be in, out, or whatever, you will spawn another one directly behind you, and then you have to run away from that one.
Okay. I think somebody mentioned that the direction that you're facing, the shadow will face the opposite way. Did somebody say that? Okay. So
I
maybe
think
that's-
it's that it spawns behind you and faces you, I thought.
Well, it spawned on my left. At least the one that spawned the big dog. But in terms of, like,
I think we're talking about the shadow clones.
oh, those guys, yeah,
The gaze with the tethers on us.
yeah, they show up right behind you.
Okay, so maybe it's because I was facing out, so that's why it was facing in, and it cleaved me. So maybe if I walk out and face the boss, okay, I think I'm good.
I say we pull again before we talk about assigning orbs, just so we actually have seen this more than like twice.
Sounds good. B2.
With that, I'm watching good state of info on the tank swaps, by the way.
Mitigation.
Opposite shadow. Out. Go right shadow.
Tank buster.
Oh, that's not
Yeah,
good.
you woke too early. Woke way too early.
Oh, that was just me pulling aggro, actually.
Oh, okay. You left your tank stance on, or well,
Line.
if you had to have it.
Rip in peace.
Wait, why am I next on the list?
Because I'm not that good, I'm sorry.
Oh, clocks. And out. Now in. Identify your number. One's out. So two's out now. Three's out. Get ready for them to spawn again. Move out again. Okay.
Alright, a couple questions about that real quick before I forget. So, can you get near... Is it only your shadow you have to avoid, or if you get near any shadow, do you die?
Any of them. They just do a cone in front of them.
Okay. Yeah, I
So the
kept-
ideally what will happen is we will start with them being on the edges of the room, and then what we should probably try and do is, because we're already stacking up for the 3-hit thing, after the third one, after the third soak, we just stack up again, all facing the boss, and at the end of its cast, we just go to the opposite side of the boss. Because then they'll all spawn basically like on the south side of the boss, and if we just go to the north side, we'll all be safe.
I died during the... I had nothing on mine, but I died during the stack. Is that just because other people already died?
I think I also got clipped. I think the numbers have to like move the very second there is an animation started. Like,
Does it hurt other people if
thought
the numbers are wrong? Or does it just hurt the person who was wrong?
I genuinely can't remember.
The numbers, you're talking about the dots over the tethered clones?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the numbers tell you the order in which you get a debuff. So if you're in the stack for your number, you're gonna die, basically.
It should just be me. It's effective.
Yeah, so it... Okay, so I think we ran out of people, so I just took too much damage because I'm a squishy little mage.
Probably.
Squeesh.
Sorry, I'm still trying to figure out when I want to turn on tank stance, when I want to shirk it during this. I'll get it figured out as soon as I can.
Yeah, I mean, I can probably switch to Gunbreaker, and then you'll never pull aggro off me, but I'm still kind of practicing Warrior a little bit.
Yeah, I'll figure it out for you, don't worry. And if it happens again, just yell at me. Make me feel bad.
First thing is mitigation.
I will save mine for the stack just to be safe.
Watch shadow. Opposite. Out.
Okay. Alright.
Left shadow. Tank thing.
Stand back here being ding dong. My favorite part of tank. second.
Line, do not join us.
I'm gonna save that.
Did you use cooldown?
Nope.
Blocks. My res. Oh, good job. Okay, stack behind boss. Identify your numbers best you can.
What the hell? I didn't
Ready to
have a
move?
number.
Stack behind boss.
Did that make me a 3?
Now.
Oh,
I'm trying to reset
That
my
number. No, I'm really confused.
Okay, tank buster, and a hard raise.
yeah, yeah.
Line, you're dead.
This is fine.
One tank dies, another raises. What do you know? Okay, form a box around the boss. It is the right side that is dangerous. Go in. Okay, now the other group is the left side that is dangerous. Raising Mary.
Wait on that one.
Knock back.
That second box was way too tight.
I think
Yeah,
it was
so-
overlapped.
Yeah, the way the boxes work is basically imagine that shadow is an arrow, right? It's a tiny little thin edge touching your feet, and then there's a wide edge away from you. And that is basically pointing in the direction of the shadow's quote unquote facing. So when I say the left side is going to be dangerous, that means that you kind of look in the direction that that arrow of a shadow is pointing, and the left side needs to be outside of the boss's hitbox. And you basically stand in like right on melee edge. So we should be able to form a perfect box with dangerous zones.
Alright, so I died again during the stack thing. Again, I looked at my shadow, there was nothing on top of it.
So you just stay for all 3.
I did.
I mean,
and
it's
I
probably
died.
just that other people. Like,
It may also just be that I'm not healing enough because I'm so distracted just thinking about mechanics.
Yeah.
Because we are getting hit 3 times. It makes sense that we need to be healed.
I can. I'll like drop my star and do my bubble and stuff like that. So I'll make sure we don't die from heals.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea, Lena.
Yeah, maybe I'll addle on that one.
Does anyone happen to know which attacks are physical and which attacks are magic, so we could talk about Addle versus the ninja one?
I totally don't have a plugin that tells me when you cast them, so definitely don't ask me. I can just call it out this whole thing.
Sure, if you want. Mitigation.
This is unexpected.
This is opposite. Shadow.
This is also unexpected.
I think it really only matters for like the raid wide and soaps, really. Out.
Oh.
Left side of shadow. next is tank stuff.
DPS. It's okay.
Line. Okay, get ready for clocks.
No, you keep the boss.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood.
Move middle behind boss. Identify your numbers. Then there's like a way over deal here. One's out. And raise Koa. Move.
Do we change positions for this thing?
Okay, I guess stack behind the boss. A bit weird.
Yeah, I don't know if we should stop it.
Line.
Now we just reset some main tank again.
Okay.
Okay, do your best to make boxes. It's the tanks and healers this time. So the right side is dangerous. Look at it as a little arrow.
That'd be good.
That one, yeah, we're dead, pretty sure. Okay, it's the left side of your shadow if you are facing in the direction of the little thin part. Looks perfect, guys. Okay.
Go team DPS.
Okay. This is knockback immune. Alright, this is orb, so we're gonna die because we haven't talked about it yet. I guess healers DPS try to soak the orange ones. Maybe we'll live. We'll see. We won't. Oh, we did.
No, we didn't. Do you guys need to both be over here next to me, or is it just everyone on this side?
So one tank takes each of the 2 purples, and then a healer and 2 DPS take each of the 2 triple oranges.
I just think it's strange that Lena and Greg died, but they weren't standing under it like me.
They
How do we
go
end up
to
here?
the closest person.
Oh.
Like, it doesn't matter who's under it or not. Also, I had no idea which one had the tether there, so I was just standing around.
Sorry, I tried to call it out, but it was probably quiet. Okay, this is raid wide after Koa's probably dead. Yeah, okay.
Alright. I need to talk through the tank stuff real quick if we can. So, I keep it after the tank swap. And at that point, do we want to swap to where I'm on north and you're on south now?
Well, are there any mechanics that we need to do, or
I mean,
because it's just a shadow and we're just like stacking, and then the tank cluster comes right after that. So I don't think we really need to swap
One
positions.
more of these.
well, it would just keep the boss facing the same way for, I guess,
That's
Koa
not
in this
much.
case. But,
All right.
I mean, yeah. And
I guess
then-
we'll see. I didn't really pay attention to how the boss is facing and how that would affect anything. But yeah, I guess we can just swap positions real quick, and you can just go north. But yeah, I guess you'll be. So, or you were south, right? So I guess I can drop my shadow south, and you drop yours north.
Oh, yeah. Is that just dropping shadows happen after the swap?
Yeah, that's literally the only thing that happens, I think.
Okay, yeah, then yeah, that should be pretty simple. But then also, I noticed, so where are you running when you get to the, for the orbs?
Why are you running?
What do you mean? Where am I running?
Or, well, we're supposed to go
wh-
north and south on another one after that, right?
Yeah.
Or
So
no, wait,
I run north.
is that, so that's when we're soaking the purple or the orange, right? That's the mechanic we're talking about?
Yeah. So that one, I think we just go close. We just have to be closest to the purple, so we stack near the purple.
Okay, we both go different purple, or?
Different
No, I
purple.
think
There's
Okay,
a
so-
total of 4 orbs. The 2 sets of orange ones need to be 3 people each. 2
Honestly, I don't
DPS,
know if
1
my
healer.
picture really
and
makes
each
sense,
purple
because
needs to be a
normal's
separate
kind of
tank.
rough too.
Okay. Yep.
And those do those spawn northeast, southwest, intercardinal, or is it random or?
They are kind of random, so we have to just coordinate. Like, one person goes to like whichever one's on the left, and one person goes to whichever one's on the right, or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Ooh, boy, this
I
is
think the way
pain. We haven't
I
even
think
seen
the way
most
to
of the
do
fight.
this, we need to assign orbs now. That's like the next thing, both for tanks and for everybody. So there are multiple parts that have orbs in this. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud, which is why I'm gonna be a little rambly. I'm gonna start with the second orbs because the second orbs are much simpler to understand. And that is that if you that is the part where the one tethered one jumps around the room 5 times, and then we run to the wall where it ended up. Last couple of times been on the north wall, and then the way that assignment works is one tank is just the left purple orb, and the other tank is the right purple orb. And according to my notes, just for consistency's sake, I believe we are calling left right is relative to looking to the center of the room. So you run to the edge of the room, you turn to look at the boss, and one of you goes to the left purple orb, and the other of you goes to the right purple orb.
All right.
Then
Sure.
we also need to make basically
these
pseudo
DPS
light
scores are
parties for the
some
same
kinda-
thing for the orange stacks. So I guess let's just have one healer go left, one healer go right, and then DPS can spread as they like between us. So I'll just be right, I guess.
Just do the same as last time.
Yeah, if I just do our usual rights and lefts.
Oh yeah, that would make it simple.
Yeah, because like 2 of the DPS will be left from clock position,
Dude,
and 2 will be right from clock, right?
Oh yeah, we have clock positions.
Oh. I mean,
Although to be
tanks are-
fair, I don't know that the clocks come into play anytime around the orbs. I cannot remember.
Well, I just mean like the 8 o'clock and the 10 o'clock DPS can be the left, and the 2 o'clock and the 4 o'clock DPS can be the right. You know what I mean?
For our DPS brains, so that we can focus more on big number.
Sure, that's fine.
Also, I think this is the same like left and rights we did
Last night.
last night.
Yeah.
So
So that's relatively easy for the second set of orbs, right? So we run to one wall, we turn around and face, and then Koa, Mary, and I just go to the right-hand orange lane, and then you other 3 go to the left-hand orange lane, again, facing into the middle of the room for the left-right relative. And Wa and Gnome, do you know which left-rights you guys are?
I think I noticed. Sometimes we do
They're
mechanics and I go right. Sometimes we do mechanics and I go
like
left.
our
Like
little
when we did
angel
E10S,
tank and our
I
little
was
devil
right
tank. They're adorable.
for
Look at them.
one of them and left for
They're so
another.
cute. Too
I
bad
wanna
about
try
being
to keep that
Lalafell.
consistent, so like going forward, do you want to always be left and I always be right? or-
Mildly racist towards Lalafell. with being
Yeah, so I guess
Tolafell.
west. I'm west, and you're east.
Can't help it.
Yeah.
Just
Okay, yeah.
I want to remind, I want to
They're
be
just
very
so
clear on
puntable.
this. Left-right in this fight
Look at
is
little emo-
relative to your camera.
emo
It is
Lala. Look at
not
this guy.
cardinal direction.
Okay, then we're for us right
Oh,
or it's the same. Right and left is the same
so
direction,
adorably edgy.
So like,
facing opposite directions.
Kind of like
just to make sure I
kinda
understand
like
this,
edgy
so the boss
Spider-Man.
or the 4 dogs, one of them will be tethered.
This
They'll
is
jump
another
around the
time when
room,
I'm supposed to
and
be
if the
paying
tethered
attention,
one
isn't
stops
it?
at C, we get behind it, and
Uh-oh.
then we would break
My
off left and
brain.
right, where D is left, B is right. Whereas if it's A, it would be the opposite, right?
Yes, D, yeah. If it's at C, so we're all standing at C, D is left, B is right. If we're all standing at A, then B is left, D is right.
Okay, so yeah, I'll just take left. I'll take left. You take right.
Gotcha.
Boss relative, yeah.
I told you they wouldn't notice.
Okay, so that's the easy one. The harder one is the first set of orbs because they can spawn, I believe, at any cardinal and in any order. And so I think the only way we can solve that is, I can't remember if they're cardinal or intercardinal, but regardless, it is a priority system where each of our left groups and right groups have one that we prioritize as the first, as our absolute priority. So for example, I think the people on the right should prioritize east as their first priority, and the people on the left should prioritize west as their first priority. And then we have a second priority for if the orb that we need is not at that cardinal. So I would say we do it clockwise so that the right hand's second priority is south, and the left's second priority
keep using
is
clocks.
A.
Are they
So,
little-
for example, if the
are they just
purple
diamonds?
orbs
Diamonds?
spawn at B and D, then all of us right-hand DPS
They're
and
closer to
healers
diamonds
would
than
go
they
to
are
B.
to like eyeball
All
shape.
of the DPS
Guess I
and
drew that
healers
wrong.
in the other group would go
whatever.
to D.
Not even really
And then
eyes, they
if
open
it
up
is
patches.
not on B and D, then you follow your priority list. You never go to the other person's first priority. You first look to your first priority, then you look clockwise to your second priority. If it's not in one of those, you go to your third priority.
That was
That was a lot of words that probably were very poorly structured. Do people even remotely understand what I'm saying?
mucho
What-
texto.
So our example, what would our priority be for the right side?
The right side priority, and these ones are absolute. So right is B is better than C, left is D is better than A. And if it's not that, then actually it should be more accurately, it's B is better than C is better than A, and left is, wait, is D is better than, D is better than A is better than C, I think.
I'm glad I'm a tank and I don't have to think about this.
Unfortunately, you guys do, because you also need the exact same priority system.
Oh.
For the single purple orbs instead of the orange.
We can do proximity. So whoever's closest to one, that's the one you take.
Can we, for that, can we mark the tanks then? Just so I can always see, because we're both kind of tiny. Oh no. I thought
We'll
I
let
messed up.
both of the tanks be Lalas.
Yeah, we'll just be magnets, opposites, and, you know, or...
Other way around.
Actually-
so I know who's
Yeah.
Who let any of you be Lalas?
Whoa. Calm down, sir.
iLvl master race?
Not to be racist, but
Only mildly racist. It's okay. Oh no, the channel's been cancelled.
So your algorithm, if this helps you think of it this way, you should have a letter that is your first priority.
Beep,
You
beep.
look at that letter.
We are
Is your orb
robots now.
there? Go to there. If it is not, go 90 degrees clockwise. If your orb is there, go to there. Otherwise, go 180 degrees, and you're definitely going to that one. That should always work. Type that in chat.
So it's possible for both of the orange... Okay, I understand why we have 3 now. I was counting on my fingers the whole time you were talking, and I was getting very confused, and I just got it. I'm sorry.
Can I try to parse this in a slightly different way to see if it makes sense?
Absolutely.
Parsing is against the rules.
Okay. So we have our left and our right groups, right? So looking, since this is a little counterintuitive to like the other left and right, where we're always looking towards the center, I'm thinking in this case for left and right, like always looking the way we're all looking at the stage right now. So like left
Looking
is
north.
D, right is B. The left side will always just prioritize the leftmost orange stack, and the right side will always prioritize the rightmost orange stack. And then anytime they're the same left or right distance, which would be the AC pair, we just agree to go north and you guys go south.
Yeah, that is the precise same algorithm.
So that just feels like a little less like thinking and looking around and checking directions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The 180 part of it is if it's both D and A, which can happen then? Is
Yeah,
what-
they can
Okay.
the two can be on any of the cardinals.
Alright.
Quick question. Will the orbs always be at the points of this diamond though? Like that's the only spots they spawn, they can't be in other places?
I am pretty sure they are either always at the Cardinals or always at the Intercardinals. I simply don't remember which. Would you like me to look up a video just to find which one it?
No, we can see what happens. And I assume if they end up on the Intercardinals, we'll just sort of act like consider the same colors as what we've just been thinking about. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah, colors is a good idea. So for us right people, it's always yellow. For us, for
I like
you
being on this group
left
because I always
people,
get to
it's
be
always
right.
purple.
I'm so stupid.
Hey, let's take it easy with the you left people talk here, all right?
We can say whatever we want about you. We're always right.
Okay,
And,
go please.
for the tanks, we don't have to stack with anyone, so we can just run to each purple orb whenever we want, right? As long as we're on the right side.
God,
Like
really
we're split
freaking
up.
dumb.
You can stand on
Yeah.
melee range of the boss as long as you're the
Dog.
closest to it, which you should. It'll hit you.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's what the video's showing.
Yeah, I think ideally for the first orbs, I think we
See
all
that
want to be
freaking
in
dog.
melee range, just tightly stacked in our little groups, just so that everyone has uptime. Is that right?
I don't know how big the AoE from them is, so I mean,
That's a really good point. I don't know either.
we just need to make sure
Right.
we're close enough to eat it, which is as long as everyone else is on their diamonds, it doesn't matter.
So that was a lot of talking. I say we try it just to see whether we understand it, rather than continue thinking about it. Does that sound good?
Just one more thing, as on Ezek, so D and B, and then for the right group, we always agree to go C. In that
We-
example, or south.
The right-hand group is prioritizing B/yellow, and then you're doing, depending how you think of it, I don't know which is the best way to explain it.
Well, I'm just trying to reiterate the way Hez said it, because he said something about one group will always go north and one group will always go south after the DB.
Yeah,
We will
so
always go south. We will always go
Yes.
clockwise.
We go BCA.
Yeah, BC.
Yeah. Of course, yes, BCA.
BC. Cool. I'm good.
Alright.
Freaking,
For the record, I think that is the hardest part of the fight, but
freaking left team over there doing their wiggles and
so
dances.
unprofessional over there. Don't you know this is serious business?
I've been taking it seriously from day one. And if you believe that, I've got a bridge to sell you. Nobody even says that anymore. I'm such an old man.
Mitigate as you can. So this is opposite shadow.
Sure wish it would spawn there more
You ready to
often.
go out?
I don't like how many things don't have cast bars. You go slash.
Next is left side of shadow is safe. Left side.
Yeah, where we already are. Favorite side. I'm gonna drop a thundercloud like a bad.
Thanks, stuff.
See, I keep saying I do things like a bad. It's possible it's because I'm a bad. That can't be it.
Line.
Alright, I'm gonna take the front line.
Next is gonna be clocks. Clocks and out.
There we go.
Then identify your numbers. Ones start out. Two's out. Three's out. Move.
I think
Yep.
there's a time phase after each hit. Which is why.
Tank.
That's true.
Because I
think
saw
that's
one
the
after
extent.
mine that
Yes.
got me, and then I saw one after yours that got you. So I think that's a part. I think I'm not setting my clone far enough. Well, no, it's gonna spawn it down.
Fine.
Yep.
So
Sorry,
far,
I
DPS.
let me reach this box.
Guys.
I think we're about to do, yep, shadows. Alright, I have a shadow.
So do we want to be stacked behind the boss again on C?
So this is the right side face out. Right side dangerous. Right side face out.
Nice.
Good job. Ready for knockback immune. Knockback immune. Okay, look to your letters, because next is going to be orbs, I think. Remember your algorithm. Good luck.
Nice. Easy game.
Okay, follow the tethered one. High res.
Just want to see. Just let him
Not
see.
yet. Not yet. It's gonna jump 5 times. It's on B. B, and then face middle, and go to your orb.
We got far, I got hit? Oh, wait, oh shit, I see.
Wait, how'd we die there?
I'm pretty sure people didn't move quickly enough to their orbs. This is raid wide.
Yeah, so that one I got the left one. So, did you get the right one?
Yeah. You just always the leftmost, always the rightmost?
Yeah.
Okay, I have no memory of what this mechanic is.
This looks
Okay,
like
squigglies are safe. Squigglies are safe.
What is a squiggly?
And yes, we're
The
safe on
line-
this side.
The line is squiggly instead of straight.
Okay.
Do we want to always move together, always go clockwise or something?
Yeah, everyone. It doesn't really matter, I don't think.
I think there's another mechanic later on that you have to move together.
Yeah, that one will be split into 4s on either side. Okay, opposite side, opposite side. Opposite side in sequence. Big froggin'.
big frog.
More raid wides. There are so many of these.
My thing's not showing them as being aspected to either. I don't know if it's just not updated or what.
Out,
Oh,
out,
this
out,
one's out, yeah.
out.
Oopsie. This is physical.
Yep. Big tank thing.
This is the tank buster again.
I'm dead.
Oh.
So is Greg.
Did you have your invuln there?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
This is line. Sorry, bud.
I'm
I'm gonna
playing
immediately raise you. Oh, alright.
Yeah, normally you would have had the cross aggro, I think, so it should have been really fine.
This is stacks. Sorry, soaks in tower. For the record, these are doing elite damage, so don't go into them until you need to.
Both sides.
So the priority is that you. Well, whatever. We can talk about this later.
Oh, wait.
We'll see.
We're dead.
Yeah, we would need shadows in order to... Oh, okay, so those are the Cleavy shadows again.
And you satisfy the soak first before position for the shadow, right?
No. So the way. So I don't think we. I
Looks
don't
like
know
it's
that
the
we
same
should.
time.
Yeah. So the way it works is that each person will be assigned to each person is going to be assigned to a tower. So each tower will have 2 assignments, but you are going to have to pay attention to whether you get the shadow. If you get the shadow, you are flexing to the side so that your shadow cleave thing is safe, keeps the party safe. So 4 people get to stay in their assigned locations, while the rest of the group has to move and soak the towers basically at the same time as moving their shadows to a safe orientation.
Is it role specific who gets the shadows, or?
It is role specific in that it will either be all DPS or all non-DPS, but it's a coin flip as to which 4 it is each pull.
God damn it! I just want the
Then-
DPS to do all the work.
Then after that, the opposite roles will get shadows. The pairs that are already formed, the ones that actually did the soak, will rotate clockwise into their towers, and after the tower soaks, then that second pair of group of shadows then need to move so that the shadows are safe.
That was a lot of words.
So it's a pretty complicated little algorithm, but basically it is, we have, I guess the way we should assign this is that I believe they start in Cardinals or they start in Inter Cardinals? I do not remember. So I think the way we do it is that we have each tank and healer anchor to their clock cardinal, and then the DPS move counterclockwise to their cardinal from clock positions.
Why counterclockwise?
Did I say counter? I should have just said clockwise.
We usually use clockwise, so.
I was thinking clockwise. I may not have said clockwise.
So, the anchors then would be where?
So the anchors will be north, south, east, west. For us, healers and tanks, it is our clock positions. For the
Okay.
DPS, their anchor is rotated clockwise to a cardinal.
Basically, just make sure you do the shadow mechanic correctly. If you have the shadow, someone else will be soaking with you.
Yep.
And then after the first set of shadows, there's another, or of towers,
Correct. So after the first set of towers, they will be on the intercardinals.
and we just
and
move
the
clockwise.
Pairs the pairs just move clockwise, and only after that is resolved do you worry about your shadows.
Alright. Oh,
So, figure out where your safe spot is for your shadow. Move to that tower, let it resolve, and then we rotate clockwise again, or?
Precisely correct.
Okay. And when we're rotating, is there going to be, does the, whatever group that didn't have the shadows, do they get the shadows, or?
That is correct. The group that did not have the first shadow will get the second shadow, and they will worry about their shadows after the second towers have been resolved.
Okay, I get it then.
so during orbs, we lost 3 people. So after that goes off, since our group had to get all the way to C and the cleave was on A, do we just pop, sprint, and run towards C and hope we grab it?
So the orbs are going to be, if the shadow is on A, right? So we all run to A, and you stay at A, and then you basically move so that you are due north of your orbs.
Like, we were
And they
dead
will
before it felt like we could even move.
You're moving to A, like you're moving to the wall, and then you do not move for the orbs. Like, you should already be at the right place for the orbs.
If you draw like a line from like the safe rectangle straight up perpendicular from the safe zone, that should be like where your soaking orbs should be.
Okay.
So, for example,
So we make
If
our
the
orb
shadow is-
pattern over there?
yeah, precisely. So if C is the
It's an
safe
easier way
side,
to
right?
say it.
And the orbs are spawning like left to right, the DPS are literally just going to like run here. If the orange orbs spawned at B or whatever, we've just run over here, we're safe, the rectangle goes off, we stay here, the orbs come to us. And
Okay,
we're
but
done.
in that specific instance, the orange orbs we needed to get were at the opposite side of the arena. So
Yep.
The
and they
person
come
who needs
you.
to soak, the closest one, needs to back up a little bit. Because otherwise, we're standing right underneath 2 orbs.
I don't think that should ever happen. I do not think there should ever be 2 orbs in a north-south line.
A purple orb
for
and
the-
an orange orb?
So for the one where we're also dodging the big AoE that comes with the tethered shadow, they won't be lined up like that. For the first set of orbs, they can be.
So you're saying they will or they won't be left to right?
They'll be all arranged left to right, but at like varying like distances from us. But if we line up the way like we've been talking about, then it works out correctly.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about depth at all. It's basically just a 2-dimensional part of the fight.
Okay.
The way the orbs spawn is
So we're
different
just the
for
right
each
side.
set of orbs. If that makes sense.
And I know you guys died last time. I'm like 95% sure that's because it was the first time we'd ever done it, and people just weren't in the right spots.
Yeah, I know I was not there any time, I don't think.
And if one person is not in their right spot, like one tank is not in the right spot, 2 orbs are coming to the same person, and they're just dead. No, we
Guess we'll
have
see.
we have been going at a breakneck speed, so do not stress about not understanding this.
And I don't know if anyone... So, like, I can solve the shadow thing in my head, but I feel like it takes a lot of brain power. Does anyone have, like, an easy way that they're doing to be like, oh yeah, I know exactly where my shadow's gonna hit?
If you gonna go by how the boss has been doing his shadow cleaves, imagine you're like a mini boss doing a shadow cleave, and you want to position yourself so that you're not cleaving your friends.
Yeah, like I always immediately turn my camera so that I'm facing the same direction the shadow's facing, and then like just strafe or move forward and back or whatever I need to do to get to
Are
the
you
right
talking
spot.
the shadows or the shadows that are on the ground?
The shadows that come out of our feet.
And just to double check, so which direction is... So if our shadow is the boss, which direction is the boss facing? If we look...
So let's say Greg has a shadow and it's coming out of my butt, out of my feet. It's facing south, and he's doing a right cleave. So I want to face think of it like it's your tail facing back behind you. And so I want to move over here so my right cleave hits nobody over here on the 2B3 side.
Got it. Yeah, that's the way I was doing it. I was hoping there was an easier way, because, I don't know, it just feels like it takes too much brain power. But...
I just wrote a thing in the chat. So if the boss lifted its right sword, I'm pretty sure you just point
That's
the
a lot
arrows
more words for
counterclockwise.
just don't hit
Okay.
people with the right left side, but
And if the boss
Yeah.
lifted the left side, you just face the arrows clockwise.
me black mage, me no use big words. Why use lot spells when one spell good? Fire 4, fire 4, fire 4, fire 4.
I think I understand what you mean, but I think that might be harder for my brain. I'm not sure. I'm sure I'll figure it out pretty quick. And be able
It's
to-
your shadow. The left and right are the same, assuming that it's coming out behind you.
Yeah.
Okay, should we just pull?
Yeah, why
Yeah.
not?
I learn better when things are hitting me in the face. One, two, three. It's so exciting to actually be able to do my rotation. You don't get to do it in any of the other content because people pull so quickly.
Grade wide.
Alright, should have been getting that. I'm gonna get the next thing.
In shadow. In shadow.
Is it not the name of the spell? How do we know?
Out. No, it's animation.
Yes.
So this is left side is dangerous. Right side. Sorry, it's right side.
It's my favorite call out thus far. Left side. It's dangerous.
Should be tank stuff.
Don't get hit. It happens. Like my brain's going fast enough. Try not to depend on the callouts, but
Line.
I'm not always brain enough to do that.
Should be clock positions. In. Back behind boss.
Got one.
One's out. Two's out. Three's out. Okay, stack, move.
I understand. Pink stuff. Don't get him, Bubby. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Alright, we can just jump.
Wait, who's still standing? Oh, I'm the only one still standing. No, Koa's here somewhere.
My initial reaction was, oh, I gotta pop a defensive. Wait, no, I need to pop an invuln for it was doing.
Does anyone know why I died?
Yeah, I think we should check the VOD for what you're dying to.
So,
I
what
think I
I'm
was-
learning during the stack is that you might not see your number immediately.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not me.
they spawn 1, then they spawn 2, then they spawn 3, then it is hit 1, hit 2, hit 3, which is really
Oh.
annoying.
Yeah, I didn't realize that
Oh.
at first, so I kept thinking I didn't have a number when I did have a number, and then I got murdered.
Oh, okay. Thank you. That that explains it.
I also think I might not have been in the stack. I wasn't close enough.
So no one has to feel bad.
Yeah, this sucks.
Yeah, to confirm too, the shadows do attacks while all the stacks are happening, because that's what killed me that time. I was a little too close to my own shadow when I left for my debuff round.
When I think the way to do this so we
There's
stop getting
so
cleaved
much
is
movement.
we stack due south of boss, and when you go out, just go to the north melee of the boss, right? So that way we're always going to the same place. There's no like wandering around and getting cleaved by shadows. You just go to the opposite side of the boss, and then you come back.
It sounds so organized.
Yeah.
We can try it. Ooh, I actually DPS'd that round. Kinda helps not getting myself killed. Maybe I'll be good at the game eventually. Someday. Wait, okay, 15. 1, 2, 3. Go get him.
Raid wide. In shadow.
Shake his tail.
I'm
Yeah,
completely
not
wrong.
in shadow.
My brain, guys. Out.
Over there twerking.
This is what I mean. Really need to.
Oh my god.
It's good to have college, but
shadow.
you have to be able to. You have to be able to do things on your own, because you're gonna do something stupid like that and get hit, like I just did.
Good stuff.
Teach me to open a big dumb mouth, basically.
Line again. Line.
Not bad.
I'm dead.
Bye.
My res.
I wonder what this will do to this part.
I should have sure too.
Yeah, I
Thank
just
you
forgot
for
to
the
double
bowl to
tank
make
stuff.
up for my dum dum.
This is clocks. Back mid. One's out.
Yeah, I agree.
Two's out. Three's out. Stay stacked. End of cast, we go across boss. Go.
Yeah. Easy mechanics for babies.
Tank Buster.
Well, they're easy once you smarten up a little. Don't look at me.
Stack.
Yeah, buddy. Okay, I'm one of them.
Okay, form your box. Okay, it's gonna be go veer north. Veer north.
Oh no.
Mid.
Okay.
Mid. I think
God.
I was reading the name of the ability. Good, that's that. Wait, what's that? And then I realized, oh wait. Oh no.
We can jump off.
What happened?
What happened?
We all die.
Yeah, that's what happened.
There's probably not a way that I could just keep tank stance on and guarantee that you have aggro without using shirk, right?
Well, I mean,
I could turn tank stance off after the next swamp.
So it is his shadow.
I mean, are you
Right.
able to like turn tank stance on
Yes,
during the
it's
fight?
the boss's shadow.
Yeah, that's what I normally was doing, but it just like, well, I
Tail
can forget.
is...
I could just not
Okay.
forget, but I was just thinking if there's
Yeah,
a way to a more failsafe, but
And
now I'll just keep
shadow.
looking at it.
Yeah, I forget maybe like 1 in 100 times, but if you forget more often, then maybe you just leave it on and you shirk me.
Yeah, but then I won't have it for the next tank swap where I would really want to shirk you, so I would have to turn it off anyway. So I think either way, I just have to learn to make sure I do it in the opener, turn it on somewhere.
Yeah, what I normally do is do the opener and then turn it on. And then I'll never catch you on aggro. That's what I did in Shiva, and I never pulled aggro off you.
Alright.
And I was doing more DPS for the most part, but
Another couple of pulls and we'll take a break.
I will be self-sufficient, he lied. Oh, yeah, sure, this time.
That's fine.
Uh,
We don't really need openers. This is raid wide.
maybe my bad. Video games opener.
Shadow side.
Okay, so his head up means we go inside the shadow. Okay.
Point
And
blank.
out.
Right of shadow.
This is the tank gets shit kicked out of
By the
them.
way.
Amazingly made up rotation. I'm a genius. By which I mean I'm a big dum-dum.
Line again.
My favorite.
Next is going to be clocks. In. Stack south of boss. One's out.
Two.
Twos. Threes. Okay. You ready to stack? Don't move yet. Move now. Tank stuff.
Much better start than last time. which is funny because I think
Stack.
that's the pull.
Stack south.
We're just understanding the early part a little better. Really cleaning it up.
Next is make a box.
And not the box this time.
Perfect. Mid. Next box. Perfect. Go mid. Perfect. Get ready for knockback immune. I think. I might be wrong.
No, you're right. You're right.
Knock now.
Wait.
Next is orbs. Remember your algorithm.
Say never, right?
Good job.
We will next time. Okay.
Now we track tether.
I don't understand what was happening here this time. And then die.
C. C is safe. Go to your orbs. Raising Wa.
I think we were a little too close.
Yeah,
Nah.
code didn't move fast enough. Raid wide.
Nice.
Okay, wiggly lines are safe.
Oh, I see the wiggle.
And shadow side, so 3. 3 is safe. Rotate 90 degrees. Raid wide. Pretty sure he's gonna do the point blank soon. Nope. Out. Out again. Raid wide. There's so many of these. Out. Tank buster,
I
tank buster.
have my cooldown here.
My benediction. Line. By the way, potions are up. Okay, this is towers. Those with shadow, you are flexing to safe.
Wait, I don't know where I was supposed to go.
Clockwise.
Yeah, I understand.
And Koa. Too late, Koa. Alright, we're dead.
Okay, so towers fall first before the shadows go out.
Yeah.
Got it.
Got the
Oh,
first set
this-
of shadows right, I think.
So,
Yeah,
like, the tank stuff. So, do we want you to have aggro after that? Or can you? You can't.
I mean, you might as well take it because you're gonna have to take the next tank buster if there is
Okay.
one.
So at that point, we have to switch our positions then? Like, I'm not tank number 2 anymore, I'm tank number 1 at that point?
Yeah, I mean, but the tower positioning is about like what if you get the shadow or not. But I guess
Right.
I'll just take the south one by default, and you take the north one.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just have to adjust. I mean, it's yeah, if you're main tanking, you're north, and if you're not, you're south.
Right, and if the shadow forces us or forces me to go south, then you would see me, and then I'd see you come north, and I'd be like, oh, I need to.
Well,
Yeah.
it's gonna be tanks and healers, so both of us will have to move at the same time. So it's tanks and healers and DPS. So both of us will have to move to our shadow positions regardless of what position we are. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I
Because
see.
we'll always get picked either first or second, but yeah, we'll have to move for shadows, and then if we don't get picked the first time, then I'll take the south tower.
Right.
Yeah.
You want to
Let's
like
do
do a
one more
pull before
poll.
break?
Yeah, exactly.
I'll stand on this line this time.
That's going to be the difference.
Yeah, I mean, if we hadn't early pulled, and by we, I mean not me.
This game needs a / tickle emote.
Does it though?
Is it? Yeah.
Raid wide. Opposite shadow, right?
Yep.
Opposite shadow. Followed by out.
Oh my god.
That was a nice start for me.
Red shadow.
Oh, I lost my target. That's dumb. Was a good start for
Thanks,
me.
stuff.
Game's busted. Not my fault.
Line. Next is gonna be clocks.
Oh shit, I got aggro.
I got it back, I think.
Clocks.
Yeah.
In. Stack south of boss. One's out. Twos. Threes.
This time I was in every hit. Yeah.
Stay
I'm
stacked.
learning.
Move now.
And it- Just cast one of
Nice.
these.
Tank stuff again.
This one.
Line.
Holy shit.
Ready to make buffs.
It's gonna be smart.
Gonna be small, bias D. Buffs again. In now. Good job.
Yeah.
Next is gonna be knockback immune. Yeah, knockback immune now. Next is going to be orbs. Remember your algorithm.
Makes it sound so fancy. Algorithm.
I'll get. Yeah, I'll get.
Next is going to be watching tethers.
What a great place for light lines.
C.
Oh shit.
Raising.
Yeah, it's my fault. I thought you said B.
Sorry, I really should learn the proper term. This is raid wide.
Hmm.
Let me get it. 'Cause I have my cooldown.
Yeah.
My cooldown up.
I don't want to die.
Boy, it would be sad if we lost because of the timer.
Okay, squiggly is safe, and then watch shadow. So, in shadow, so 3. Rotate 90 degrees now. Raid wide. In shadow? Cross.
Oh.
Amazing.
Oh my god.
Raid wide. Out. Out, out, out. Tank stuff. Tank stuff. My benediction. Stack. Stack with group. Void gates. If you do not have shadow, you anchor.
DPS this time.
Shadows go to safe place. And now.
I think I'm
Middle.
in the wrong spot.
Middle.
Sorry. I was
Yeah,
looking
I
at
think
my
we had
side.
those backwards. I shouldn't have believed you.
Okay. We've gotten really far. We're, I think, down to like 35% health, so that's pretty good.
Wait, really?
We were at least 40. I don't have the percentage toggled on my UI.
Feels good, man, I guess.
Yeah, we're doing pretty well. So let's take a break. We'll come back at 9:43. 9:43.
Can I request a slightly longer break so that I have some time to do the Rising event because I haven't done it yet, and it's gonna end tomorrow.
I'm good with that. Doesn't bother me.
How long does that take?
It's just a few talkie quests, so like maybe 5 extra minutes.
Okay, so we'll be back at 48.
Sure.
Sounds
Yep.
good.
9:48.
Go get your water.
Yes, sir. Or ma'am, or mom, or yes, Mary.
What would it take to get Mary to go into a Lalafell and change his name to Mamafell?
You can't afford it.
I thought I was alone in hating moments.
Lalafell killed my pappy.
I think I fixed my that whole time my dash was like aimed at the ceiling, so I could never rely on reset other.
Looking at here. Oh man, doing good. Despair. Okay. That's a nice creaky chair. Oh, that's beautiful. What a sound. I have a viewer for all of that. It's probably something double checking. Deeps. Okay. This. The songs they made for the near raids were really good. Those are some good remixes. Man, I don't know if we will clear it tonight, but I think we can clear it tonight if we get past. I think we still got Pitch Bog to get through. Yeah, there's 20 theme. genuinely think farming these will be pretty easy. If we can get 9 and 10 down, I don't see too many issues farming them. I've heard 11 is a little rough, but if we can do 10, we can do 11. 12 will be special. Given how many new people we have, I don't know if any of us have done one of these ones where it's got like a first half and a second half. I mean, I've done Emerald, but didn't do it well. Should go check if there's more potions available right now. Oh, turn this back down. Set these up immediately. Alrighty. What is that? I don't understand the mechanic. Good old pitch bog. Drop. A few of my favorite meal. Zephyr. Should be pretty cheap right now. Relatively. Oh, I'm down to 1,600,000. Gonna have to deal with that. Maybe I should take up crafting. I just remember how it used to be. I haven't touched it since 2.0 and I really didn't like it back then. I know it's changed completely, but... Bleh. Bleh. Relearning something. Gross. Top content running back and forth and outside of your right outside of your house. That's how we do here. I should also do the thing that makes like everything else on your screen disappear except for the important ability macros and stuff.
Just barely not light.
What a champion. I guess you guys really are my little prog champs.
Oh, you.
I can't help it. I have to accept mom status. Fighting it only makes it worse.
I'm pretty sure you declared yourself mom. Like, I don't think that was us.
No, it was... I said at the risk of sounding like your mother, and then it was just assumed I'm your mother.
I mean, I've only been here for I don't know how long, but you've always been mom. Like, I think the very first thing I heard was that, oh yeah, Mari's mom.
See, there it
That
is.
tracks.
I'm doomed. So instead of fighting it, I just have to accept it.
I'm in the final cutscene of the quest now. I'll be ready in just a sec.
No worries. On back.
Cliff bars are deceptively unhealthy, aren't they? I feel
They
it
are.
was yeah.
I also have Cliff Bars. That's literally what I just ate, but it is not a. If you're trying to be healthy, it is not the go-to.
It's just sugar disguised with a little bit of fiber, maybe some protease.
They taste really good though.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of like, you know, power bar, protein bar things are not very healthy, but they're really delicious, and they do give you at least some energy. Like, they're not awful. So.
I mean, if I don't have like some kind of bar, and I usually just have some kind of Nature Valley thing, I just go grab a handful of peanuts. I just get a mouthful of nuts before we come back from break.
Yeah, I love filling my mouth.
What
with
is
the
Joe?
nuts
You got him?
See, you don't even have to try these nuts jokes on me. I'll do it to myself.
Yeah, this one's chocolate chip, I think. Yeah.
I'd be a little worried if you couldn't tell it was chocolate chip. Like, that would imply there are not many chips on that bar.
Well, I mean, it could be any number of things. It could be chocolate oatmeal chip or something. I don't know.
Okay,
What about what's the difference between chocolate chip and chocolate chunk, right? Like, chocolate chips are cute, chocolate chip chunks are hunky.
That is like the least disguised.
Yeah, that is some subtle humor.
It's literally D's with a T.
Actually, you know what? I was talking about this a while ago. I was talking to a friend about what the age rating for Kingdom Hearts is.
Okay.
Like, we were arguing over it for a little while, and
It's
I don't know if any of you
almost
guys know what it is.
It's almost certainly E.
Are you sure? Because it might be T from the, like, I was telling him I thought it was T because it was for cartoon violence.
I can Google this if you want me to. I thought this was gonna be a setup for a joke, but
Yeah, you can
know.
Google or Wikipedia it quick, I guess.
Do you want one or two or one of the other ones?
One.
Arts ESRB.
I know 2 was T. I'm pretty sure.
E10. Yeah.
E10
everyone.
these nuts.
What
Good
the
job,
heck?
man. I fell for it. Well done. I'm proud of you, man.
Oh, eaten isn't like you're eating. I get it now. I am hip to the joke.
Being honest, I didn't get it till you just said it.
That was beautiful. Good job.
I don't get these jokes half the time.
I can't just... Not all of my jokes can just be little one-liners, otherwise you'll be wise to me.
It is slightly condescending that I just like assumed it couldn't possibly be a joke when you didn't immediately throw out a punchline. Says a lot about what I think about you. All right.
I pretend
do
to
we
be
have any-
stupid.
Do we have anything to talk about, or should we just pull?
Water good.
Pulling pot.
Water, great. Yep. Don't forget your food.
Oh, true.
I just took my last bite of Quick Black. It was meant to be.
Let's remind ourselves how the fight works.
Dude, I'm never gonna learn shadows. I'm just gonna fake it till I make it.
Let's follow Greg. Oh,
True.
markers. Shit. Ah, I didn't save them. Hang on.
Alright, let's go.
I'm gonna cancel. I'm gonna cancel. Sorry.
I saved him.
It's just no
You
offense,
are
right?
my hero. Alright. I'm so sorry, people.
It's just sharp cast.
And probably standard step.
I think standard step has a 30-second cooldown.
Oh wait, you're right.
I want to see when Sharpcast. Sharpcast might be up just in time. Yeah.
See, I planned it, guys.
Yep.
Mitigation. In shadow. And out. Left. Your pained noise every time. Thanks, up next.
Oh,
Fine. RIP in peace. My res. Clocks. Back behind. One's out. Two's out. Three's out. Stack behind. Move at the end of this cast. Go. Tank stuff, by the way. Line. Think next is nope. Boxes. I can go between Koa and Lena. There's a pixel of safe.
No, he didn't find it.
Hang on. No.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna die, but
Yeah, I think I'm back. Was I right or wrong? I still don't know. I was right.
I just jumped.
Why
It's
am
not
I
worth it.
not? Why am I not dead? Is what I'm really wanting to know there. Right into the fire.
I want to reiterate if this helps anyone else, because it helps me. If the boss's left sword is up, the arrows just basically point clockwise around the boss's hitbox, and if it's the right side up, it's counterclockwise. It's pretty easy for me. I don't know if it works in your guys' brains, but
As in, I think I understand.
like how one side is narrow, it's just an arrow, and then it just points around the perimeter of the round boss. Left is clockwise, right is counterclockwise.
Alright, if you can just say counterclockwise or clockwise, I think I'll trust you and I'll see if it works for me.
Sure. This is a raid wide. Opposite shadow. Out. Left. Greg is literally always right, so just go to the triangle. Thanks, Steph.
I messed up again.
Stack.
Yep. You
Stack
did.
with us. Or just die. Whatever. I'll raise you.
Sorry, I'm just not used to toggling tank stance. I've been trying to get everything out.
Once.
Do you want me to just do off tank since it seems like you're unable to do it?
I got it, don't worry. No worries.
Behind.
Gotta get over it somehow.
One's out. Twos. Threes. Stack behind. Go. Tank stuff. Blind, by the way. Box time. Counterclockwise. In. Clockwise. In. Good job. Next is orbs. It'll be knockback then orbs, I believe. Knockback now. Orb time. job. Next is follow the tether. On D, Delta. Great job. Grade wide.
Let's save that. Oh, this.
Wiggly is safe, and then watch for Shadow. So 3, blue, 3, blue. My res. Rotate 90. Raid wide. In shadow. Opposite. Opposite. 24 seconds before swift cast. He's raid wide. Out. Tank Buster. Rezzing.
No.
It was a good run.
Stacks.
Oh, I didn't realize it was that big.
We also didn't. We had 2 people not in it. We had Ezra out and Lena's dead. We do not have enough people for this, so I think we should just jump.
Okay.
I don't have swift cast.
I went long enough to just kind of understand what I'm supposed to, so it's gonna be on my right, which means I should go. Okay. Understood. Gonna go die now.
Yeah, that very first shadow that happens, it's like, oh, I get it. Makes sense. And then every other shadow, my brain just like stops. Oh, and I saw what you meant about the clockwise and counterclockwise. I think I was picturing it backwards though. So like, we're not pointing the shadows clockwise or counterclockwise. We're facing counterclockwise or counterclockwise, right?
I'm not sure about your language. What I mean is that the tip of the arrow is on your feet because it is literally a triangular model. So it looks like an arrow to me. So.
Diamond.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I'm trying to figure out if I don't know what clockwise is or counterclockwise is, or if we're just thinking about it differently. But I think I know.
We're probably thinking about it differently. I cannot call it out if it confuses people.
No, I mean like, if I know that's how you're thinking about it, then I'll just know that whatever makes sense to me, I just reverse it and then look out.
Again, it's good to have the call out, but learning what it is for yourself has been saving my ass when, like, for my own reaction speed, because sometimes I don't hear as fast as I need to do something, and other people die because of it. I don't want that on my
First thing is
conscience.
raid
I'm a
wide.
healer. Oh, nice opening.
Opposite.
I was
As
already
always,
there.
just follow the triangle. He's perfect every time. Out.
I just like drop a whole bunch of inputs for some reason. Okay.
Tank Buster. I'm stupid. No one corrected me.
Follow triangle. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah.
mean, to be fair, Giga Slash sounds like a Tank Buster name.
It really does. Stack. Stack, stack. Box. And one's out. Twos. Stack. Move at end of cast. Go. I'm pretty sure that's actually a tank buster.
Yeah, it is.
Stack.
Shadows, I think. Yeah.
From a box.
Oop, also kind of
Counterclockwise. And
Oops. My turn.
counterclockwise. In. Clean. Next, I believe, is knockback immune. Knockback immune now. Next is orbs.
Let's save it.
Next is follow the tether. It is Charlie.
My bad, I could not see the orb.
Alright, I'm gonna just start hard raising and hope for the best. Hard raising Greg. We need everybody for towers. Take a shadow. Squiggly is safe, then watch shadow. Opposite, right? One. Am I crazy? One. Clockwise. Or 90, sorry. Straight wide.
That one stung.
In shadow, right? Butts up. Am I crazy? Raising as. I don't know why I doubted Greg. Out. Tank Buster. Tank Buster. My benediction. Line. Okay, towers. Those without shadows anchor, those with shadows flex. Is counterclockwise. Everybody was in my tower. We're dead.
Yep, donezo.
Yeah, we had just had some last minute shuffles there. Maybe we go over, make sure we know where we're supposed to flex to, I guess, or
Yeah, so the anchor points are the tanks and healers stay at their clock positions. The DPS rotate clockwise to the closest cardinal. And then your flex location is if you get the first shadow, it's just making a box again. So you forget about wherever you're wherever you are clock positions, and you just focus on making your shadow make the box of a safe space.
And the second set of towers, you just rotate clockwise with your same buddy.
Yep.
Whoever was with you, you guys just go clockwise.
Yep, you go clockwise.
does
And
that solve the shadow too, or is the shadow something you have to solve separately?
The second shadow is solved separately and after the second tower.
Okay. Also, I get what you meant about the clockwise now. I was thinking of it backwards. I thought the arrow was pointing the opposite direction. That's why I was confused.
My bad, Liam. We both end up on the same side, and I'm mixing it up. The shadow.
Do we pull again?
I'm so bad at clockwise, counterclockwise, I just do it my way. But if it's working for other people, that's when you shut your mouth and you just, I'd rather they clear the stuff than do it my way. I don't know. It's probably just the mistake. Here we go. Here we go. Good opener. I can do a good opener, I promise.
Fade wide. Follow the triangle.
Favorite.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Are you serious? No mana tick? Yeah, sure, Squeenix. No, that's fine. I don't care. I'm not mad at all.
Follow the triangle.
Cannot possibly be casting that fast.
Line. Next is clock. Middle. One's out. Twos.
Just cast.
Threes.
Oh, I will.
Stat. Go. Thanks, Buster.
Oh crap. I was just back.
Just
the
kill
other
yourself.
day.
I res. no point making us heal if you're gonna die either way. Alright, make box.
I don't have shirt.
Did you use shirt?
Counterclockwise.
Yeah, I did.
Oh yeah, you shouldn't use shirt there. You think you used too early.
And
Don't hit me.
clockwise.
Eventually I'll understand, maybe.
And
Oh, nothing hit me. I'm stupid. I'm seeing somebody else's damage down.
knock back. Sorry guys, forgot. Shit. Hard raising a while. Go to your orbs. We may die to this, but alright, just jump.
Always finish your cast.
Sorry, I just didn't call knockback immune soon enough. What do you think? Is this the most, like, I don't know if it's the hardest, but I feel like this is the most annoying fight we've done so far.
Yeah. Still figuring out how I feel about it. I like Shiva more.
Shiva was really cool. I feel like E10S is probably the best fight we've had so far. But... Raid wide.
Oh, okay.
Follow the triangle. Out.
Every time that eats my inputs.
Triangle again.
That parrying is horrible. That's what it really is.
Thanks us.
I beefed it this round.
Line. Next is clocks. Move to north side. North side. There's a cleaver right there. All right, what you did?
Oh,
We're
that's
dead.
my bad. Fuck.
Just die.
Trying to get some more GCDs up, I guess.
Yeah, optimizing
Alright.
this fight is just whew.
Take
We're gonna
a,
take a
hot
break.
second.
Until Len is back. Yeah, I mean, like, it would be nice if we can kill it before ever seeing Enrage, but, like, as usual, I think it's fine, like, downtime,
No, we're gonna kill
not
it
being
before
super
we see
optimized during
Rage,
the
for
fight,
sure.
doesn't really
Our
matter.
DPS is way
Like,
ahead, thanks
If
to...
there's, like, a really hard part, you can just, like, not do DPS, and it's not a big deal.
Yeah. I'm still like I'm full DPS parsing monkey brain, and I just like this is the first fight where I've had to be like
I-
maybe I
she's
should just
back.
not damage.
That's what DPS in general. Games together. Alright, let's not beef it this time.
Raid wed. Follow triangle. Out.
See that?
Triangle again. Tank buster.
Oh, Baker's Gate.
Forward. We went back and
Back.
forth.
Or just die. High res.
I double tapped. My bad.
You double what now?
Turned it off and on. Or on and
Oh.
off.
North side, I think is. Nope, south is fine. South is fine. South is fine. Thought gnome was gonna spawn one.
No,
One's out.
I don't spawn it when I die.
Twos. Threes. Stack. Out. Guys, can you get him or do I need to hard raise? I got it.
You're supposed to, oh, okay, I'm dead here.
Okay, I will res.
I can do it. I have light speed.
Okay.
Getting Marrow also.
Res Greg. Oh. Alright. Make a box. Counterclockwise. And
Oh.
counterclockwise. Between those two. Okay. Mid.
Yeah, I think both of them are still in the wrong spot.
This hole is very cursed.
Knockback, knockback.
God. Alright, orbs.
Dead buddy.
Lena, you got this. Solo it. I believe in you.
Apparently you can't even invuln 2 orbs.
You've got tons of time, Lena. Just DPS the fuck out of that thing.
Alright.
60%, let's go.
Ooh, I was wrong, wasn't I?
I think I know how to fix
Yeah,
the
I
other
was
issues.
wrong.
I was trying to do the tank stance thing instead of just like shirking to carry myself, and I think I'm just gonna go back to shirking. I think doing this, I'm just either not thinking straight, or it's just harder than it needs to be. So if I just go back to shirk, then you shouldn't have any problems.
Yeah, just whatever you need to do so I don't keep dying.
Oh. I did tell you to make me feel bad, and I guess it's working.
Mary, how would I check the VOD?
You just go to. Oh, I don't post my YouTube to here, do I? You would go to my
You
channel and
did.
just look at it because it's running right now.
Do we need to cancel so you can look at stuff?
I think I did a dumb on that last one. But
Well, we had like 1 million deaths, so it was just kind of a spiral.
Yeah.
I mean, it's usually the
Raid wedge. Next is follow triangle.
Fire.
Triangle. Tank Buster. Line. Next is clocks. Clocks out. One's out. Twos. Threes. Stack. Out.
Fire. Need to figure out what keeps losing my target. Must be a flick thing. Bring that down.
Sorry that I didn't call that. Make a box. Clockwise.
I think I
And-
understand it. I think.
Counterclockwise.
Yes. Yes, I do. Okay.
And-
About time.
Good job. Knockback immune soon, but not yet. It's when he loses his sword. There's no cast. Now.
Hate that there's no cast. That's not fair.
I wish there was a cast.
Yeah. Same
Orbs.
same page.
Oh.
Follow the tether.
Man, I've been so scared this run.
Alpha. Rezzing. Raid wide.
Make sure I put at least one of those.
Oh, we mitigated the fuck out of that. Okay, Wigglies are safe, and then watch Shadow. Two, yellow. Rotate. Trade wide. Follow the triangle. There's gonna be 4 of them. Triangle is literally never wrong. He's a god. Trade wide.
to make up for my own skies.
Out.
I'm fine.
Thank Buster. My benediction. Stack.
Alright, towers. Here we go.
Okay, towers. Shadowless are anchor. Shadows flex. Clockwise. We have two people in the same spot. Who was wrong there? You or me?
I'm pretty sure I was right, but I think the same could be said for both of us.
Yeah, same. Alright, healer limit. Okay.
First time I got it.
Alright. Anyone have any questions, or we pull?
I put the VOD up in so that you can go and it's in DVR mode. So you just go and you'll see you can just rewind a little bit if you need to for something.
Cool. Sounds-
I didn't think about it, but I guess I can put it into chat ahead of time.
Do you need to take a minute to review something?
No, I'm good. I'll check it out.
Yeah, I'm just putting it up because it was asked about. I think I understand it, but I'm still kind of... Clockwise, counterclockwise isn't like the first thing that comes into my brain, so I need to catch up. Okay. Oh shoot. Oh. We won't use Sharpcast because we're stupid. Because we're gaming. We don't need Sharpcast. Happens to be distracted. Okay.
Fade wide. Follow the triangle. Out. Follow the triangle again.
It's better.
Thanks, button, by the way.
Press this now just to be safe. So
Stack.
that'd be good. Yep. Worked out.
Clocks.
Okay, I have enough instance for this one.
Back's out. One's out. Twos. And wait for it. Go. And Buster.
I did it again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm dead.
I res. Make a box. Counterclockwise. In. Clockwise.
Yes, yes, I understand. I understand.
In. Good job. Pretty sure we're gonna knock back immune soon. Knock back immune. Orb time. Good job. I could watch the tether. Delta.
Yeah, there's one. So there was two on the right. So I guess I would have taken the further left one, I guess.
Yeah.
Rezingwa. Wiggly is safe. Then watch Shadow.
I'm gonna
Flash
hold
triangle.
a second.
So blue, 3. Clockwise, or 90 degrees, either way, really.
I have so
Hard raise. Okay, perfect. Follow triangle. Trust triangle, absolutely. He is God. Big wide. Out. Buster, by the way. My benediction. Stack. Towers. Shadowless anchor.
Okay. Shadowless.
Clockwise. Lost other side, well. And clockwise. Then resolve shadows after. Clockwise, resolve shadows after. Greg, no.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Nah, we're dead.
We're dead.
Or are we?
Maybe? Oh man. Alright, we're seeing the new stuff. I can't believe we didn't get Doom. Outside, just anywhere outside. Do not touch those. Okay, orbs again. Good,
A knockback?
intercardinal. Neat. Alright, which side? Which side? Fuck.
Shadow.
Okay, I will limit break after.
Survive.
How did Ez instantly die?
I got knocked back into the out. Oh, because the limit break just revised me where I'm standing, which is
That sucks.
Right away.
Stack it apart. Tank healers north. Tank healers north. Everyone else south.
Oh,
Okay, rotate to Wigglies. And then we're gonna have to do orbs, and I sincerely doubt we'll understand it. But, okay, listen to my call. Relative, go opposite of usual. Yeah, that was a terrible call.
You can't kill me, I kill me.
Okay, so we got pretty far.
Ooh. What the
Let me look at my
heck?
notes. It has been hours since I looked at some of this later stuff, so I've mostly forgotten it. Okay, so we got to Shackle Apart, which I have images for in the E10S Discord. They're just above Greg's image for the orb lines. So during Shackled Apart, the tanks healers stack north, the DPS stack south. Immediately after that, they will need to rotate into the squiggly line, meaning that they'll be in some sort of like weird intercardinal line. After that, you need to look towards the boss and then move to either the left or right which is relative that the we have our group split into right and left groups. You need to remember that that direction, because you may not pair up with the same person, but you will move the same direction. What I mean by that is that we have a right group that is 2 DPS and a healer. Now the right group is always going to move right, but the actual people that you end up stacking with might be different. You might have the left DPS with the right DPS, because those are just names of groups. The movement is always the same as your group name, which is a terrible sentence structure. I hope that made any sense.
So, for tanks at least, do we still just do left tank, right tank? I'm right tank, you're left tank? Or is this
So
different?
it depends. You have to look at the two images and figure out what orientation the orbs are in, because there's two ways the orbs could be set up, right? The orbs could be like diagonally opposite each other,
right.
or on the same side. That is to say, it could be like orange is next to orange and then purple, or it could be orange purple. And there are two different like paths you have to take, which are described by these two images.
So we're talking about this part that we got to because we cheesed Pitchbog?
Yep.
Do we want to just keep cheesing Pitchbog, or learn how to do it?
I completely forgot about it, which is why I wasn't talking about it.
Should we just leave our pitch bogs at our normal clock spots?
I believe so. I sadly have 0 notes for Pitchbog. My note is Pitchbog, place carefully. Thanks, past me.
I think it's something like you want 2 on each side.
So there's 2 different types of pitch bog. There's the first pitch bog, which is supposed to be relatively simple. The later pitch bog has a video where we have precise placements and precise movement. We're not going to get there tonight, so I would say don't even worry about the second pitch bog. We can just review it before tomorrow.
The first one, I think you want to pair up on the cardinals, since the orbs will spawn in the intercardinals, so you can use the knockback to get to your orbs.
I think we want to knock back immune because we don't want to risk getting knocked into the pitch bogs.
Yeah.
Mm.
Just if you forget to or you miss it, just know to get knocked back to wherever you want to go. How's that
We
bad?
don't need to be right on top of the orbs that are spawning. It's just we gotta be closer to them than another group.
And I think we just use the exact same algorithm for figuring out which orbs to soak. It's just rotated clockwise 45 degrees. So it's the same colors, just like we were talking about. I'm not super confident on some of this later stuff because I didn't spend that much time looking at this stuff. So if anyone has any like better suggestions or explanations that they want to use, go for it.
Don't get hit.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm a big help.
All right. If no one has anything to say, I think we should just keep pulling and try and clean up the stuff we've seen, and like don't stress about the later stuff.
Sounds good. Dodge, don't die, dodge. Bees.
Big wide.
Okay.
Follow the triangle. Out. Triangle again.
Around this mark. It worked out.
Tank buster.
Stick it out, stretch under again.
X's clocks. One's out. Twos. Threes. Raising Koa. Out. Next is Tank Buster, I believe.
Do not shirk. Do not shirk.
Line.
Okay, we're in shadows. Shadow boxing. Uh-huh. Oh. Someone needs to come
Off the time. Counterclockwise. And
Somebody tell him it took me this long to understand what he meant by counterclockwise. I'm so dumb.
counterclockwise. Yeah. They're ready for knockback. Knockback. Next is orbs. Follow the tether. Raising. Fade wide.
This one, maybe this one. I do need to remember that iron potions can
Follow
break
the
a really
triangle.
awful time.
Safe on
Yeah, right
squiggles.
here.
Follow the triangle. Blue. Rotate.
Rotate it.
Very wide.
I need to remember it's a DPS game, even if I only get to use it for a couple casts.
Follow the triangle. Stay on triangle. Okay. Fade wide. There are so many of these. Out. Tank. My benediction. Back. Towers. Those without shadows anchored. Shadows flex. Clockwise.
I didn't have a buddy.
And I know somebody went wrong. Okay, clockwise again. Ignore shadows. Be in tower. Ignore shadows. Now shadows. Clockwise. That worked. Good job, guys. Okay, edge of room. Then run back to mid. And then knock back immune in a minute. Okay, look for your orbs. Knock back immune. With your orbs.
Oh shit.
Okay,
Got my orb?
follow triangle.
Do I need to take it back?
Honestly, I don't know.
Ready to stack
I guess
north
I'll
and
hang on
south.
to it, yeah.
Tank healers north, DPS south. Then we rotate clockwise to squiggle. Clockwise to squiggle. And then we need to figure out orbs. I will not pretend that I understand this part very well.
I'll take
So
the
does-
one on B.
Normal movement. Pretty sure I moved wrong. Grade wide. Raising Koa. Out. Okay, very precise movement for this that we do not know, so we're gonna die here, don't worry about it. Follow triangle. try and go into one of the puddles and get a friend, and then try and get them into towers, and then do our best to just soak towers. It won't work, but it's worth a try.
I didn't have a. Oh, maybe someone's dead, so there wasn't enough for everybody.
There's not enough for everybody, period, because you need a shadow
Yeah.
friend.
You need
No, I-
16 people total.
Yeah, I meant like I couldn't even get a puddle. I ran under the puddle. I'm like, oh, there's none left.
What
It might-
percentage were we at there?
I think it was like 15 or 20.
Yeah, we were below
11
15.
according to Lena.
Oh,
Do you think we can burn 10%? And
Not in
get to
2
the mechanic?
minutes. Not 2 minutes. So we'll see tomorrow. I do not think we will be able to shave off 10%. We can probably shave off about 4%, maybe 5. We will need to do towers.
yeah, with the DPS LB, we might be killing during that phase, I think.
That's possible, yeah. Nevertheless, try and for tomorrow, try and figure out the shackled apart movement. I know I don't understand it. And then the tower, and that's about it. I have a question. If we, actually probably when we kill Shadowkeeper tomorrow, do we want to start 11S before we take a 4-day break, or if we clear Shadowkeeper, do we just go back to E9S just kind of for a loot? Just since we will probably only have like an hour left at the end of that day.
I like the idea of getting some farm in.
Upgrade the team just a little bit before we
Okay.
have to fight Dad Crit.
Yeah, so we'll just ignore 11S for now and learn about it over the weekend, I guess. Yeah, Daddy probably. All right, guys, great job. We got really far.
Oh,
I can last. What? Yeah, long enough to get you guys hit. We're not allowed to leave until it gets him.
All right, guys, I'm gonna head to bed.
You son of a bitch.
Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
Good night.
Alright,
Hey guys.
now we're allowed to leave.
good night.
Night, guys.
Night.
Good night.
Alright. Did what we could. Probably clear that tomorrow and then do some re-clears after. That'll be fun. Next time on Raid Baby Z.